Have you ever woken up and immediately felt heavy? Not because you didn't sleep enough, but because before your feet even touched the floor, your mind was already racing. Bills, deadlines, old arguments, everything that could go wrong today. It's like waking up already behind, already tired, already bracing for impact. If your mornings feel less like a gift and more like a battlefield, stay with me, because this is the story of a man who woke up angry at life every single day until one small 5-minute practice didn't just change his mornings, it changed how he saw himself. In a busy city where people rushed from one obligation to the next, lived a 42-year-old man named Daniel. Daniel was known as the strong one. At work, he was reliable, calm under pressure, the person others leaned on when things went wrong. At home, he was responsible, bills paid, problems handled quietly. Among friends, Daniel was the listener, the fixer, the one who showed up. And he always did. From the outside, Daniel's life looked stable. But every single morning, Daniel woke up heavy. The alarm rang, and his first thought wasn't gratitude. It was dread. Another day, more responsibility, more things to carry. He'd lie in bed, scrolling through his phone, news that made him angry, social media that made him feel behind, other people's success, other people's happiness. By the time he stood up, his mood was already dark. At breakfast, he barely tasted his food. His body was at the table, but his mind was already fighting the day. And beneath all of it was a deeper exhaustion, not physical, emotional. Daniel didn't just feel tired, he felt used up. His girlfriend, Sarah, noticed. One morning over coffee, she asked gently, "Daniel, when was the last time you actually enjoyed waking up?" He stared into his cup. He honestly couldn't remember. "I don't know," he said finally. "Maybe when I was a kid, before life got so heavy." Sarah reached across the table. "You're alive. You're healthy. You have people who love you," she said softly. "But you wake up like life is something you have to survive, not live." Her words hurt, because they were true. But Daniel didn't know how to change. Negativity felt automatic, like breathing. He told himself, "I'll be happier when things are easier, when work slows down, when I have more money." But when never came. Instead, the heaviness grew. His sleep got worse. His patience got thinner. Even good news couldn't reach him. And one night, Sarah said something that shook him. "I love you," she said, voice trembling, "but I can't keep waking up next to someone who hates waking up." That night, Daniel lay awake staring at the ceiling, and for the first time in years, he asked himself an honest question. When did I abandon myself like this? The next morning, Daniel woke up before his alarm, 5:30 a.m. His mind was loud. Instead of reaching for his phone, he put on his shoes and went outside. The city was quiet. The air was cool. In a small park, he noticed an elderly man sitting on a bench, feeding birds. What struck Daniel wasn't what the man was doing, it was his face. The man was smiling. Not forced, not distracted, peaceful. Daniel hesitated, then sat nearby. "Mind if I join you?" he asked. The man nodded warmly. They sat in silence for a moment. Finally, Daniel spoke. "Can I ask you something? You look genuinely at peace. How?" The man chuckled softly. "You think peace is something you find," he said. "It's something you practice." Daniel frowned. "Practice?" The man turned to him. "Tell me," he said, "what was your first thought when you woke up this morning?" Daniel didn't hesitate. Another day I have to get through. The old man nodded. For years, he said, you've been training your mind to see life as a burden. Those words hit Daniel hard. Training. The man continued. Every morning, before your day even begins, you abandon yourself by feeding your mind worry, comparison, and resentment. Daniel swallowed. That's exactly how it feels. Would you like to stop? The man asked. Daniel nodded. It starts with 5 minutes, the man said. The old man pulled a small notebook from his pocket. For 20 years, he said, I've done one thing every morning before my feet touch the floor. What? Daniel asked. I write 3 specific things I'm grateful for. Daniel looked skeptical. That's it? The man smiled. Gratitude isn't about pretending life is perfect, he said. It's about reminding yourself that you're still here. He held up 2 small stones, one dark, one light. Your mind is a garden. Every morning, you plant seeds. Worry and resentment grow one kind of life. Awareness and gratitude grow another. He placed the stones in Daniel's hand. You've been planting dark seeds for years, he said gently, but you can choose again tomorrow morning. The man handed Daniel a blank notebook. 30 days, he said. Before your phone, before your thoughts, write 3 specific things you're grateful for. Then answer one more question. Daniel looked up. What question? The man met his eyes. Where did I abandon myself yesterday? Daniel felt something shift inside him. The next morning, Daniel woke up at 6 a.m. His instinct was to grab his phone. He stopped, picked up the notebook. His mind went blank. Finally, he wrote, I woke up today. The bed was warm. Sarah is still here. It felt awkward, forced, but he did it. Then he wrote the second question. Where did I abandon myself yesterday? I stayed late at work even though I was exhausted. I said yes when I wanted rest. His chest felt tight, but also honest. Day 5. The gratitude became more specific. Sarah laughed at my joke. My coffee was the perfect temperature. The morning air felt clean. The second question hurt more. I ignored my own limits again. Day 12. Something changed. Daniel noticed sunlight hitting the office wall during a stressful meeting. For the first time, he paused. That's beautiful, he thought. And then he realized, I'm not just surviving today. Day 17. He declined a request at work. His heart raced. Nothing bad happened. Day 25. He woke up before the alarm. Not from anxiety, from calm. He wrote, I woke up without dread. Sarah sleeping peacefully beside me. I'm learning to stop abandoning myself. Day 30. Daniel returned to the park. The old man was there, feeding birds. Daniel sat beside him and handed over the filled notebook. I did it, Daniel said. 30 days. The man smiled. And my life didn't change, Daniel said, but I did. I realized I wasn't burned out from doing too much. I was burned out from disappearing. The old man nodded. You stopped waking up as someone life happens to, he said, and started waking up as someone who chooses himself. 6 months later, Daniel still writes every morning. 3 gratitudes, 1 honest question. His job hasn't changed. Life isn't perfect.
But he no longer wakes up angry at being alive. And here's the truth Daniel learned, the truth most people never hear. Burnout isn't caused by effort. It's caused by self-abandonment. If you feel tired in a way sleep doesn't fix, if you wake up already defeated, try this tomorrow. Before your feet touch the floor, before your phone, write 3 specific things you're grateful for. Then ask, where did I abandon myself yesterday? Not to judge yourself, but to come back, because strength isn't carrying everything forever. Strength is knowing when to choose yourself.
My friend Daniel's story isn't really about gratitude. It's about a belief many of us in this culture were taught early on, that being constantly tired means you're doing life right, that waking up stressed is just part of being an adult, that if you're not exhausted, you're probably not trying hard enough. But here's the truth most people never hear. Burnout isn't a badge of honor. It's usually a sign that you've been ignoring yourself for too long. We live in a culture that rewards productivity, but rarely teaches awareness. It tells you how to push harder, but not how to check in before you break.
Daniel didn't change his life by quitting his job, moving to the mountains, or escaping responsibility. He changed it by reclaiming the first 5 minutes of his day. That's it. And that small decision rewired how he showed up to everything else. So remember 3 things. Don't be surprised when the day feels heavy. Second, gratitude isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about grounding yourself before the chaos starts. It's a mental reset, not a motivational quote. Third, self-awareness is not weakness. It's a performance upgrade. A burned-out mind misses opportunities. A clear mind sees options. So here's your challenge. Tomorrow morning, before your phone, before emails, before notifications, take 5 minutes. Write down 3 specific things you're grateful for. Then answer one honest question. Where did I abandon myself yesterday? No guilt, no overthinking, just awareness. Because here's what Daniel learned, and what you need to understand. You're not tired because you're lazy. You're tired because you've been running on autopilot. Stop waking up to react to life. Start waking up to choose how you show up. If this story hit home, do 2 things. Hit the like button, it helps this message reach people who need it, and leave a comment with one thing you're grateful for today. I'll be back with another story soon. Until then, remember this. You don't owe the world non-stop output. You owe yourself clarity. Have you